I totally agree with this comment. And the desire to be a hoe, even if you're not, this is nothing new. Young ladies, I want you to take a look at this. This is 1987. 2 Live Crew. Your grandmothers were twerking way back then. We know all about Heaux Culture. Many of the women in our generation started it. Well, black men started it when they fought all the way to the Supreme Court to be able to exploit us. And like you, we thought that it would be cool to be a stripper because it seems that all the guys like them. And you have to realize that this stuff, you guys are desensitized to it. This was brand new to our eyes. What you don't know is that most of us were raised to grow up to be the Cosby kids. So the way that the Huxtables were raising their daughters, that's the ideal raising of a black girl in our era, and even the era before. You were supposed to keep yourself clean, and then in our era, our mothers taught us to go to college, get yourselves educated, and as T.D. Jakes is still preaching today, if you make yourself into a good woman, you gonna find your Boaz. He gonna come find you. So the men go whore around. And you as a woman, you stay clean and sit in the church. And then once he goes and defiles himself, then he comes and cleanses himself inside of you, bringing you herpes and all other types of STDs and all of his ugly 4.5 mixed match children. This whole idea of city girls and being a slut and changing out men like you change tampons, it's not realistic for women because we are the divine feminine. We were not created this way. We were created to be lovers, to be nurturers, and to be loved. That's what we were made for. And so pretending that it's okay to be a slut just because you think it's going to attract the attention of men or desensitize you to the cruelty that men can inflict upon us up to death. Being a city girl and being a slut is not all it's cut out to be, because even when you look at people like Cardi B, Madonna, all of the original women back in my day that were just so free and carefree with love, look at them now. Look at how they're raising their daughters. Is Cardi B raising her daughter to be a stripper? They all get ashamed of what they were. Nobody wants their daughter to be this. So therefore, you should not want yourself to be this. See, there's a reason that those of us in our between 50 and 59 are the most educated and the most wealthy and the most successful black women. We're also the first group of black women who have had the right and had the sense to control our reproductive organs. We have the fewest children. It's a lot of you young ladies that are starting back and having all of these babies by these legacies of low achievement, having babies by men whose DNA, because it was so flawed, should have died out 2 generations ago. Some of the top tier black women are having babies by these degenerates and then birthing legacies of low achievement. These are the ones that grow up and kill you and then kill 4.5 of us. No, ladies, we didn't fall for it. Because we understood back in the 90s, when we were in our 20s, we understood that the only way to not get old is to die young. And we chose to live. And the way that many of you are living, you will not live to be 50 years old unless you change your ways. Because you can talk about us old women and us aunties being jealous of you, but I can guarantee you that at my big old age, that all of us at our big old age look a whole lot better than a whole lot of young you laying in a casket. Divest and control your reproductive organs. Divest and control your reproductive organs. Divest and